In 1996, the newest FGM-148 Javelin anti-tank missile system entered service with the U.S. Army. It was the first serial ATGM of the new third generation due to a number of new functions. It compares favorably with existing systems. Subsequently, these complexes were actively used in various conflicts and demonstrated their potential. The Javelin was found to have both strengths and weaknesses.
Let's talk about the composition of the complex. The FGM-148 complex includes two main elements: a command and launch unit and a transport and launch container with a guided missile. Before use, the block and the container are connected, after which preparations for launch and a shot are carried out. The empty disposable container is then discarded and replaced with a new one.
Subscribe to the channel, it will be more interesting. Thank you in advance.
The command and launch unit is a device with optics, day and night, and electronics for firing control. The main target search tool is a limited resolution thermal imaging camera. A telescopic sight was originally used as an additional channel. During the next modernization in the early 10th years, it was replaced by a video camera. The FGM-148 rocket is built according to the normal aerodynamic design. Foldable wings and stabilizers are placed on the cylindrical body. The missile is equipped with a cooled infrared homing head, which provides operation in the fire-and-forget mode. A tandem heat warhead with penetration of at least 600 to 800 millimeters behind ERA was used.
And I'll tell you how this complex works. After the launch, the rocket rises to a certain height, corresponding to the firing range, and then dives at the target. For the greatest effectiveness of the defeat, the product hits the upper hemisphere, the least protected part of a modern armored vehicle. Javelin, in combat position, has a length of about 1.2 m and a diameter of no more than 450 to 500 millimeters. Weight 22.3 kilograms. The calculation of the complex includes 2 people. At the same time, the characteristic ergonomics allows the use of such an anti-tank system by one fighter. If necessary, the complex can be used with a tripod machine or with a carrier machine.
I would like to point out the benefits. Main advantages. Lightweight and easy to carry is a very big benefit. Ability to use from the launcher. Several types of search and aiming are used. After launch, the missile independently tracks the target and aims at it. Thanks to this, the calculation gets the opportunity to quickly start preparing for the second shot or leave the position before the retaliatory strike. High armor penetration up to 600 millimeters. Armor. A special flight path that aims the missile at the top of the armored vehicle.
But not everything is so rosy. There are also disadvantages. The high cost of all elements. The rocket is about $175,000, the command and launch unit is about $200,000. The rocket, even in the latter version, flies no further than 4 kilometers. Low flight speed gives an additional chance for a defense reaction. The missile can only operate on very contrasting targets, and the operator does not have the ability to escort or retarget the missile. When aiming, the optics and the laser rangefinder, due to the beam itself, without wanting to, gives out the location of the operator, and the tank has the opportunity to fire at the operator.
Gotta sum it up. In general, the FGM-148 can be considered a fairly successful and advanced for its time development in the field of infantry anti-tank weapons. The widespread use of promising technologies made it possible to obtain a high combat potential. However, its implementation requires full and effective training of personnel, as well as the competent use of weapons on the battlefield.
Don't forget to subscribe and like.